smell that.
Dang.
Holy crap. Whoa. That's crazy. That's crazy.
A little bit of heat at the
Yes.
end.
That's insane.
Frozen grapes. The gentleman knows. I don't know what that means. Got it.
I'm Cammie.
I'm TJ. And even though we've never taken a vacation longer than a couple weeks, we decided now is the time to quit our jobs, pack up our things, and leave our incredible friends and family behind for the next 9 months. We're new to travel and new to content creation, but thankfully, we're not new to each other. After 13 years of marriage, the only thing we do know is that together, we'll figure it out and probably laugh a lot along the way.
So we're off with one suitcase, one backpack, and not a clue what tomorrow holds. Where every stop brings new food, new faces, and new reasons to wonder why we didn't do this sooner. I'm so glad you're coming with us.
Made it to Hong Kong.
We're here for 3 full days and want to make the most of it. The thing that I am most excited about, I think, is going to the Bruce Lee statue. It's really most of what I know about Hong Kong is it's where Bruce Lee's from. So I'm excited to check that out, have some dim sum, and hang out.
It'd be great.
Thank you very much. Goodbye. Bye. We went to dim sum here for our first meal in Hong Kong. It was great.
It was so good. It was like, I think like $20-ish, $25, and we got 6 different dishes. Each got like a tea and a soda. And I think that's one of the things about Hong Kong is that you just hear how expensive it is. And I'm sure that we'll run into that. You know, our Uber from the airport was like $40, where in Southeast Asia it was like $5.
So, Cammie, oh, kitty, that looks like Calvin.
That looks like cow. He goes, why is everybody looking at me?
At this dim sum place, I got the dim sum pork. It was good, very fluffy, airy. Could have used a bit more pork in it, but their soup dumplings were awesome. Like, just fantastic. Oh, the other thing that was very unique that I did not get educated on is they give you a little thing of boiling tea, and it is to wash your cutlery with.
Your bowls, your soup spoon, your chopsticks, everything gets rinsed in this other bowl with the like hot tea water.
And then you just pour yourself a glass of tea.
Yeah.
2 for 1.
I'm so glad I had seen it because I would have been so confused, and you're kind of like trying to watch people and see what they're doing without like making them feel weird that you're staring at them.
Yeah, and now we are off to their little Avenue of the Stars where the Bruce Lee statue is, which is probably my #1 bucket list thing here in Hong Kong, so excited to go check him out.
As we were walking, we came across this cute local sunglass shop called Peninsula. And since Mr. TJ has already lost 2 of his favorite pairs of sunglasses in 1 month, we popped in to see what they had. The owner was super nice, not only helping each of us find a pair of sunglasses we loved, but also offered us advice on restaurants, hikes, and museums to explore around the city.
So we are awaiting the Hong Kong light show, which starts at 8 p.m. We got here about almost an hour early. We have about 45 minutes left.
This was one of the things we were most excited about, and it's so cool. This started in 2004 as a way to increase tourism and to kind of show off Hong Kong skyline, and I would definitely say it's working. So it's called a Symphony of Lights, and there's over 40 buildings involved in the show, so it should be absolutely beautiful. It's already beautiful just looking at the water and the buildings, so I can't wait to see like what the show is actually about.
really cool. I found myself getting a little emotional, which I did not expect. But Bruce Lee was like my very first like idol, like person I really looked up to, outside of family. I remember seeing The Way of the Dragon when I was like 5 years old, and just thinking that's what I want to do. Like my first screen name on AOL was TJ Ninja Boy. I took Taekwondo for 7 years. I competed in the Junior Olympics, and it's this kind of, it almost feels like ancient history, like this part of myself that like I'm not doing martial arts anymore. And just seeing this like beautiful tribute to Bruce Lee just reminded me of my childhood and how important Bruce Lee was to it. And then it also reminded me of like how amazing a man he was, and a philosopher, and he was a man of peace. And we also lost him so young, and then we lost his son so young. Just having this statue and seeing all the people that come here and honor Bruce Lee from all these different cultures that are posing in front of him, it's like such a powerful legacy, because there are people all over the world that have the same associations with Bruce Lee that I did as a kid. It just feels really cool seeing him up there get the legacy that he deserves. Wow.
On the hunt for egg tarts from this place called Bakehouse, which we had heard good things about, but alas, they were sold out.
Yeah, we got there 15 minutes before they closed.
And they were like, please, this is a very popular thing to be ordering. No, they were really nice. And I asked them what time they normally sell out, and they were like 4 or 5 p.m. So. And
they open at 8, so.
We'll just have to make it a morning / afternoon, but we did go ahead and get a chocolate hazelnut donut because we walked.
We were
and
there.
It looked good, and I wanted a treat.
All right.
Oh, there's chocolate custard. I didn't even get that yet. Not mad at it. Hazelnuts. So good.
Now we're walking to the Peninsula Bar.
Yeah, which is in the oldest hotel, currently still active in Hong Kong. So we're gonna go explore that and get a little beverage.
For our last stop of the night, we visited the Peninsula Hotel, the oldest continually operating hotel in all of Hong Kong. Opened in 1928, legend has it that Clark Gable once ordered an exotic cocktail nobody had ever heard of, the Screwdriver. It's exactly the kind of spot Cami and I love. A strong drink, good vibes, and a piano player named Jimmy on the keys. Hard to beat that. Cami ordered a barrel-aged Negroni, and I went with something called the Midnight in Manhattan, when all of a sudden, my ears perked up as Jimmy starts playing a song that would make any former theater kid jump out of their seat.
And listen to the music of the night.
And we'll cut it there. Thanks, Jimmy. I then wander over to this glass case displaying a bottle of Macallan like it's an artifact from Indiana Jones. Turns out it was distilled in 1940 before sitting in a sherry cask for 81 years. And while I personally felt this was a break glass in case of emergency situation, Cami proved once again to be the voice of reason. We haven't even spent one full day in the city, and we can already tell it's going to be one of our favorites.
We just wrapped up breakfast at the Australian Dairy Co., which was definitely a very common recommendation. And we had to wait in a line, but it was really fast. And one of the things that we sort of saw was that they would be a little like brisk with you. But I would say they were like efficient but kind.
Yeah, it almost felt like in Seinfeld, the soup Nazi. But they weren't Nazis. They were soup practitioners, soup auctioneers. Like they had a efficiency,
Yes.
but they were very sweet. But they were getting you in and out.
In and out.
Yeah.
The breakfast was very simple. The eggs were probably my favorite. The scrambled eggs were amazing. But it was a lovely way to start the day, and now we're off to continue exploring.
So we decided to make a little bit of a pivot. One of my top priorities really for the whole 9-month travel is I'm looking for a nice vintage watch, or something that's just, one, a memento, two, hard to find elsewhere, and Hong Kong is one of the top vintage watch markets in the world. No. Wait. So this is one of the problems with travel in general, is we came to this CKE shopping center yesterday around 5 because there's all of these vintage watch stores, and as we got here about 5 p.m. yesterday and they were all closed. We're here now at 12:30 on a Saturday and they're all still closed. I mean, looking at all these vintage watches, it's like this is exactly what I'm sort of looking for. I don't know, if you're closed at 5 and not open at 12:30, I don't know what to do.
Now, we're aware that possibly the only thing more boring to some people than a museum is the prospect of watching another person walk through one. So we will spare you that experience, only to say that we genuinely enjoyed and appreciated the Hong Kong Museum of Art. The exhibit blooming showcased the vast differences between spaces like Western English gardens and Eastern Zen gardens. We then got to see over 150 Chinese folding fans from the late Ming period, learning the countless ways that they can be constructed and decorated. This mechanical horse carousel was 1,000% haunted, but our favorite exhibit, surprisingly, was on Chinese snuff bottles. These small and delicate bottles were extremely popular among the nobility starting in the 17th century, and the artistry and craftsmanship was so impressive. We spent way too long with our faces pressed against the glass trying to take in every minute detail. A quick final stop at the museum shop for coffee, and we were off to the ferry to head to Central for some lunch.
Just arrived in Central, and we have maybe a good 30 things saved in Google Maps in this area, so
Lots to do.
we'll see how much we can check off the bucket list. But the weather's great, ferry was quick and easy, I think it was like $5, and excited to see what this side of the island has to offer. After working up an appetite exploring Central, we decided to check out Wang Fu, a Michelin-recommended restaurant known for their Pekingese dumplings. Our review? Meh. Moderately enjoyable, honestly. Next, feeling undeterred from yesterday's watch expedition, we stumbled upon a watch shop that was actually open. Then another, and another. Yet, despite the appearance of dozens of potential options, once we shared our modest budget, this veritable watch oasis revealed itself to be nearly a mirage. So until we have FU money instead of just TJ money, it appears we'll be sticking with Seiko. We then made good on our promise to revisit Bakehouse to try their egg tart. Our review? Meh. It was missing expected hype. We explored a shrine, walked around Cat Street with nay a single cat in sight, before grabbing dinner at Zazona for a very un-meh dinner. Sitting at the bar, we felt grateful for full stomachs and full days, watching the neon city come to life right before our eyes. Hong Kong, I think we're in love.
We began our third day in the city back in Central and on the tram. First opened in 1904, it's one of the oldest operating in the world. Known by locals as ding dings, they got their name from the sound of their bells. And we decided that one tram just wasn't enough, so we made our way across town to check out the Peak Tram. Unlike ding-dings, which leverage electric trams, the Peak Tram instead is a funicular, a cable railway that connects two passenger cars using a single cable looped over a pulley. As one car ascends, the other automatically descends.
Science rules.
We've heard the best way to see Hong Kong is from Victoria Peak, and the Peak Tram is absolutely the best way to get there.
We are currently on the Victoria Peak loop, and it's just stunning, really. Even though we are like a 10-minute trolley ride from the city, you feel completely part of nature, and the views are spectacular. It's really quiet, probably a huge crowd not too far from us given how many people were up at that main park, but you don't hear any of them right now.
No, one of the things that we were saying that we're loving about Hong Kong is like the blend of like a city and nature, and how we still have access to like the hustle and the bustle and the shops and the food and the drinks and the activities, but then you can step outside the city and go hiking or get on the water or be more like quiet. And I think we're learning, like for our travel style or just our personal preference, that we really like having both. And that's what we wanted on this trip, is to not get ourselves so planned that we were like, that we couldn't adapt as we learned, and we couldn't adapt as people gave us feedback and recommendations. And so I think this is just like a little nugget that we're taking with us.
I want what you had, I promise that need to get away. Wanna feel the sand underneath my feet, 6 feet under. Wanna feel the heat. I don't know anymore. I guess you never really loved me. It was only a game and I loved to play, but I will let you fool me once again. I guess you never really loved me. It was only a game and I loved to play, but I will let you fool me over and over again.
And our last stop for the day was Itinerary, an award-winning cocktail bar that's made the world's 50 best bars list on 6 different occasions. We started with 2 of their signature drinks, a lavender meringue pie and an Earl Grey caviar martini. Easily 2 of the best drinks we've ever had. Now, I initially thought it was pretentious that they called themselves a multi-sensory cocktail experience, but sitting at the bar and watching the craft that went into each and every drink, just calling this a bar felt wildly inaccurate. We just had an amazing time at Itinerary. Awesome drinks, some of the best I've ever had.
Truly, we went in just to grab one each, and they were so good, we were like, we have to try more. And so we ordered another round of other cocktails, and all 4 would order again,
Yeah.
would recommend. Truly
And
incredible.
then the servers, like,
Oh my god.
They-
Just continues to stay in line with like people in Hong Kong have been incredible.
yeah. And, oh, I see a line in front of us, so now,
Oh.
after trying this spot, Itinerary, which was awesome, we learned that the #1 best bar in the world is in Hong Kong, Bar Leone. We're not really dressed for it,
No.
and there's a big line in front of us, so we'll see if we actually do this, but it was close, so we had to check it out. So, unsurprisingly, it's about a 2-hour wait. So we are going to head home, grab some takeaway pizza or something, keep it easy. We have not had a night in a minute. So gonna head back and we'll just get here early tomorrow, maybe around like 5 p.m. when they open, and try the #1 best bar in the world. Back to my navigator. How can I help?
We were trying to go to Shopton. Yes. Just buy a one-way ticket.
Okay, you can go to the platform number one.
Number one. Great.
The blue line.
Blue line. Thank you.
Have a nice day.
Tried to get a multi-day pass on our last day. They said don't do that. So we got a one-way trip to the station, and we're gonna go check out the Hong Kong Heritage Museum that has a whole Bruce Lee exhibit. So very high on my bucket list. So it takes about 40 minutes, but we're excited to go check it out.
Station, Kwun Line.
Riding up the escalator, we had a perfect plan. Get some good footage and tell his story right. Then, no filming past this point. But we're not above sneaking a few frames for you. See, growing up, Bruce Lee felt larger than life, almost made up, more myth than man. But seeing his clothes, his books, and the iconic costume he wore in Game of Death, he stops being a legend and starts being a normal man, which I like to think is exactly how he would want to be remembered. Lots of stairs. We're doing it.
Like, this is just getting me in good shape. That's all. Working my way towards a drink and a snack.
Last night was about a 2-hour wait. So we are getting here earlier, about 5:30. Still about an hour later than we had planned. So we are going to see what the wait is at the #1 bar in the world, Bar Leone. And we will see how long the wait is, see if we can get in, and then we'll see, is it worth the hype?
Jojo! Have you learned nothing?
And still a 2-hour wait.
They said people had been lining up today since 3 p.m., so 2 hours before they even open, but at least we can go wait 2 hours somewhere else now.
How is it?
So good. Delicious. I'm not a picky wine drinker, but also when it's good, it's good. This one has more legs.
Oh, it's just the leggy one.
This is the leggy one. Yeah, look at the legs.
Look at them things.
That one didn't really do it.
You're at top 3 at the moment. You can just wait for us on this side.
Great. Thank you.
Finally, after 2 attempts over 2 days and a 2-hour wait, we found ourselves in the #1 bar in the world. At least according to 800 bartenders and cocktail aficionados that make up the world's 50 best bar academy. The vibe was lively and surprisingly casual. If Quinnery was the honor roll student hitting the books and going above and beyond for extra credit, Bar Leone was your friend that never needed to study and still somehow got straight A's. The fact that they make it look so effortless is part of the magic here. We started with a couple rounds. I got their signature martini and TJ got a bicicleta spritz. On the second round, TJ went for the Il Cacciatore, gin, tomato, and basil, while I stuck to my guns with a perfectly made Negroni. We noticed on the menu they offered a mortadella focaccia sandwich, so TJ scarfed that down between courses. We then closed it all out with a digestif, Amaro Santa Maria al Monte. It's an old Franciscan recipe with more botanicals than we could count. Everything was incredible, but something was honestly still missing. So, we went back to Quinnery for one final farewell drink.
Don't wanna waste time. I'll never be this young. I'll never be this young again. Don't wanna chase highs when I'm too worn out. When I'm too worn out. So I'm never coming down. Never coming down. Never coming down again. I was born to be this high, born to be this high, born to be this high, my friend. Won't you come up here to my altitude, to my altitude, yeah, you, 'cause I always liked you. I wanna share this view, I wanna share this view with you. We're never coming down, never coming down, never coming down again. We were born to be this high, born to be this high, born to be this high, my friend. Broken people flying like you.
Up next, China. We may have packed for it, but nothing could prepare us. We're rafting the Yulong River on bamboo, getting pampered in over-the-top 24-hour spas, and hoping the Stairway to Heaven doesn't live up to its name. We took in all the sights and even became a tourist attraction ourselves. Subscribe and ring the bell to get notified because you will not want to miss this one.